Hello and welcome everyone to our casual coffee chats that are in preparation for our 16th annual Holistic Canadian Nutrition Conference. I am very excited. Today I have Dr. Felice Gersh with me. Thank you so much for taking time to come and chat with me today.
My pleasure. I'm really looking forward to this conference as well.
Yeah, now you're going to come and speak on the many health effects of menopause and what to do about them. Can you tell me why you're so passionate about this topic?
Well, every female will hit the age of menopause. The average in the US, I think it's the same in Canada, is somewhere between 45 and 55. And it's defined somewhat arbitrarily as 12 consecutive months without any vaginal bleeding.
Mhm.
But that does not give justice to what's really going on. It's not about the end of periods. In fact, I wish I could change the name of this process to what it really is about. It's not about periods. The periods are simply a manifestation of what menopause really is, which is about loss of hormones, the vital life hormones from the ovary due to ovarian aging or senescence. And it really is a process. And during this process of ovarian aging, which sort of culminates with the lack of hormones altogether, and then the periods cease. And remember, if you don't have a uterus, if you had a hysterectomy, you still go through this process. That's why that name is so poor, really. So many things happen throughout the entire female body. It's every organ system is affected. And it's really critical that every woman and women who are either there or will be there, that they understand what really is happening in their bodies. Because I always say the first step to solving a problem is to define the problem. And if you don't even have a clue what's going on with all the different manifestations, both overt and covert, that are happening in the body, you're not going to take the proper steps to really have the optimization of quality and what we call health span now, right? To live your life the healthiest and also the longest, because we have a whole different scenario now. We never had this in the history of humanity, where now women can actually live half of their lifespans as menopausal women. And this is really new because lifespans have never been like this before. Most of the time, women throughout history, going way back to the earliest recorded history, maybe their lifespan went up to 35. And this is if you survived childhood. Then maybe it got to in the early 50s. And then not that long ago, like 100 years ago, it was maybe in the early 60s, late 60s, but nothing like now where people live routinely into their 90s. And so we got to make it not the whack-a-mole of conventional medicine where this problem, this surgical or pharmaceutical. No, we're about prevention. So you can see this is really a passionate subject because every woman is going to face this. And it's huge. And so everyone has to know what is happening. And then, of course, we have to have solutions.
Mhm. Yes. Now, what can we expect from your presentation? To be sharing some solutions with us at the conference.
Absolutely. The first thing is I'll go over the things that are happening, how they're happening, the manifestations, the short and long-term issues that are associated with the loss of ovarian hormone production. And then I will touch on a little bit about the value of giving hormone therapy, both in the perimenopausal, which I call hormone supplementation, and then when the ovarian function is completely gone, what I call hormone replacement therapy.
Mhm.
But no matter what we do with hormones, it's not the same as being 21, having a 21-year-old set of ovaries. That's not available to us yet. It's not happening, although there are people working on that solution. But right now, that is not available. So we have to pull every single therapeutic trick out of our toolbox to really optimize health. And that includes every lifestyle tool. So, like I'm sure many of you, if not all of you, I always start with nutrition as foundational. And we have these magical plants that have phytoestrogens, and I'll go over what phytoestrogens are and how they can really help to alleviate symptoms and make life better. I just call it the magic sauce that nature gave us to help us to live better lives. but also beyond that, the importance of different other macro and micro nutrients and why they're really important. I'll debunk the thing about keto diets. I'm going to talk about plant-based and the different types and how they can affect women specifically as opposed to men. We're different. And what is the optimal approach in general for women to optimize their health. And then I hope I'll have some time to touch on the importance of sleep and fitness and stress management and endocrine disruptors, those chemicals that are harming us from every angle these days, so that we can have a cohesive plan. I basically have put together a 7-step, really easy to implement in every type of practice that you can use with all of your menopausal women to really optimize their health quality, health longevity, and really give them the best chance to have the best life possible.
Well, that sounds amazing. Now you're speaking to, holistic nutrition practitioners across the country. So you're talking about nutrients and nutrition. I mean, we'll be very excited about that. But as you mentioned, there's so many myths out there that need to be debunked and contradictory information. Many of our clients and consumers are so confused about what foods am I supposed to eat when. So you will be sharing some nutritional strategies that we're able to use with our own clients, correct?
Absolutely. And I really want to touch on some of the micronutrients and how critical they are and how you can even test for them. Things like selenium and iron and zinc. I mean, we can go through, magnesium, the critical importance of all of these micronutrients and how loss of ovarian hormones can actually impact our ability to absorb and use them and how it impacts other systems like thyroid. So I really hope to really hone in on the nutritional side of menopause and how we can optimize health in every which way.
Oh, well, that's so exciting. I can't wait for your presentation. I know that we all will be so excited. Now, we love to ask a question of all of our presenters. Curious, there's a fun fact about yourself or you have a hidden talent that nobody knows about. Is there something you'd want to share with us today?
Well, sadly, I'm not great at dancing or singing or
Yep.
memorizing long parts for a play. However, I am a closet poet. So I do for every occasion, for my family, every big occasion, weddings and, sadly, funerals and birthday parties, whatever the occasion may be, I write a very specific heartfelt poem, which I then read. And so
Oh,
I just have a reputation among my limited audience
yeah.
for writing like meaningful and thoughtful poems.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So the expectation is whatever event, you're coming with the poem. Gotcha. Oh,
Yeah, now I have to.
oh, I love that so much. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We so appreciate. We're very excited about your topic and what an important topic. Because as women as a whole, it's just not something that we get an opportunity to discuss a lot, and we don't learn about it. So it's so important that we are informed, as you said. And sounds like you'll be covering a lot of very important topics and strategies that we can use ourselves and with our clients at the conference.
That's my goal.
Yeah, lovely. Well, thank you so much. A reminder to everyone, you can grab your early bird tickets still. You're not going to miss them for both the Toronto and Calgary conference that are on sale right now. Thank you so much again for your time, and we will see you at the conference.
Looking forward to it.